Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another episode of Cookiecast. Today on Cookiecast, it's part one of our football podcast, You Can't See the Forest for the Tees. The reason it's part one is because we decided to do a podcast before the game this week, and then the game was then watched, so then we did another one after, a two-parter, to review the game. So there's that, there's the quiz and all that good stuff. So yeah, this is going to be a two-parter, but they'll be together. So yeah, this is Cookiecast presents You Can't See the Forest for the Tees.
Just tell me he's happy to start running the phones whenever as well now.
You told me that today as well.
I'll tell you something. Digging into that bag.
Good.
Pecan. I might have to reassess.
It's the best nut.
That pecan was tremendous.
I'm enjoying the hazelnut.
I had a pecan today.
The salted hazelnut.
Yeah,
It's quite nice.
A picture of the pecan I was eating.
Yeah, man.
It wasn't a full pecan.
I looked at it at like 6:15 as I was walking out. Wait, have we just inadvertently gone to Nutcast?
When is it not Nutcast?
And we already talked about the nut amnesty.
Well, why don't you stop us from going to Nutcast by
Introducing today's...
Back by popular demand after we didn't do one last week.
No, everyone. Were the people clamouring for it? We're like, where's my football cap?
Yeah.
There's been all sorts going on this week. I one day was like, I'm a bit sad because like the numbers have dropped quite a bit and I don't understand what's happened and like there's been not many people listening. Okay. Went to bed, got up the next day. I was like, what the fuck's happened? And just like in one day, a week's worth of listeners, and all the countries are back again. All the random countries I was saying to you, like Peru, Mexico. The Mexicans love us.
Confirmed Paddington listeners to the podcast.
Harriet, what?
Has Azerbaijan been tuning in thinking, we're going to be getting some love here because of what's happening next week?
Yes, they have.
Have they?
I'll show you right now, boy.
I didn't know you made a little penis in my hand.
Well, Azerbaijan's happening tonight. Don't
Look at it.
Don't mention the name. Did you see, Jamesy? Right, so welcome to another episode of Can't See the Forest for the Tees. Yeah. Right, so we've officially started now. You see how did the local police?
You just
and apparently,
that.
I can't read that. It's tiny.
One at the bottom.
Azerbaijan.
So the local police apparently pulled aside. I don't know if they'd arrest him or something. Fan with a Mkhitaryan shirt on.
I've got not only a prediction in this book, I've got money written down here.
Would that not have been for the playoff semi-finals? Did
you introduce the podcast?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Did I miss that?
Yeah.
Was I looking up Azerbaijan?
Mm-hmm.
Azerbaijan?
So yeah, we might have to just review the playoff semi-finals.
For playoffs?
But the finals already happened.
Playoffs?
I'm sure we did the...
No, because the playoff semi-finals was 2 weeks ago, wasn't it?
Oh!
I've written no numbers.
Did we not laugh because of...
We were here during the Derby game.
Yes, we were.
So we should have already gone through them ones. Our last podcast, football podcast.
What have you got written down? Ooh, was it the FA Cup final?
I've got Derby versus Aston Villa.
Oh, we got predicted this.
I've got no scores written down. I'd love to see what the score is because Paul's... I've got 4 things written down because Stu was it.
Right.
Paul's prediction was worldy. And I want to know how much money I won.
Oh! Because did he come out with something ridiculous like 0-0 after 90 minutes and 2-2 after extra time?
Yeah.
And me and Stu were like...
Not quite, but it was 0-0 at 90 minutes.
1-0 after extra time.
No.
No, 3-3.
He had a winner.
Alright, okay. Well, there was no extra time. So.
Sadly, there was no ET.
Do you want to just jump on that straight away then?
Well, if it's more than a week ago, then yes, because that would rule out
It
last week in
happened.
football.
It happened on Monday.
And you have to break the news about everyone's favourite Nottingham Forest player.
No, it's not news yet. It's just a rumour.
He's not gone.
Whoa!
I will just double check just to make sure he hasn't gone, but I'm pretty sure he's not gone.
It was a rumour.
Derby versus Aston Villa. How long ago did this happen? 2 weeks
2
ago?
days ago.
Monday.
2 days
2
ago.
days ago.
So we shouldn't be doing this now. We should do what this week in football.
Yeah, alright then.
And then do this.
This
Well,
week in
it's gonna be quite
football.
awkward. It's gonna be quite awkward, actually,
because
'cause,
that's what's happening in football.
Right.
Come
Come on, let's do this.
Has anything? Yeah, we'll go this.
Derby, nil.
No, Derby won.
Derby Uno.
Do you know what? I didn't watch the game though because I was at work.
I only saw bits of it because I was out with my family for a lovely meal.
Aston Villa 2.
Shit! Wait. It scores 0-0 at full time.
Oh yeah, he's not allowed it.
That's
it's
okay.
absolutely
That's
bullshit.
okay.
It's a 90-minute prediction.
Oh, hello.
So how does that work for his goal scorers? Did we discuss this?
No, he just doesn't get any. It doesn't exist. But from memory, the goal scorers were probably not ones you pick. Right?
Oof.
So make the games next season extra spicy.
You could convince me later
So
to
there's
sing a little
only-
song about Frank Lampard. I saw on Instagram earlier.
Although Paul managed to predict the game correctly, no points.
Yes.
There are only points for one person.
Is
Yeah.
it Stuart Woodmansey?
It is not.
I can't remember what I said.
It's not me either.
Is it me? Did I say 1-0?
No.
What did I say?
3-1.
3-1.
My dad also predicted 3-1.
So
Me and
1
Big
point
John.
so far. Let's talk goal scorers.
I don't know the goal scorers. I didn't watch the game.
So opening goal was scored by Anwar El Ghazi.
Yeah, I don't think anyone had that.
Second goal was scored by John McGinn.
No one would have had that as the Derby scorer.
And I'll have to look at the Derby goal scorer because on one thing it
Oh, so
said,
we didn't get the winner?
yeah. Well, have you not seen it?
No.
The keeper goes up to get the ball.
I literally saw
And,
the last
as,
2
as,
minutes.
and as he comes back, he drops it on John McGinn's head. And he
I
crosses it.
literally turned it on as I was leaving work after like 96 minutes of the 98 that they played or whatever. So all I basically saw was everyone just going, Jack Grealish just carried us to the Premier League.
Awful.
And then everyone going, oh, I hope Jack stays because he's amazing.
Ugh. Disgusting. Now,
Are you prepared to sing a song if I give you some lyrics?
no. It says it was Martin Waghorn who got Derby's goal, but I don't think it was.
Oh.
Did someone say Wagon?
Yeah, but it says here, Marriott, who surprisingly didn't start after his heroics against Leeds in the semi-finals, then nearly triggered a comeback as his smart touch and shot from Bogle's knockdown went into the bottom corner. Yeah, it says that it was Martin Waghorn, so...
So
Well,
was it potentially given to Waggle at the time? Because Sky never updates.
Okay, nice.
We need confirmation.
Because you know, like on that, what do you call it on?
Need.
If you go back to Sky, it's still showing. I can't remember what there was no goal at some stage that was agreed to. Anyway, all I'm saying is when it goes onto the Sky Sports thing, it does just say the original goal scorer.
Well, what are we going to do then? Because where else are we going to get it from?
BBC.
I downloaded something for this purpose. Did I not?
Is it live scores?
Yeah, but the Sky one, they just
Wasn't
leave it as
BBC?
whatever they gave
Didn't
it to.
You,
No, I got you to
tell me
get.
to get BBC.
No, I told you to get Sky Sports.
Oh, you did, you slag.
But they just leave in whoever they thought the goal was originally. They never go back and update it.
That's
So if there's a debate,
Excuse me.
why is it? Has someone got Wagon down? Because I'm pretty sure I would have.
No,
gone.
I think I went for Jack Marriott.
Ah. Yeah, but he don't get it anyway because he's a 0-0er.
there's Wagon and Marriott all over the place. So we need
I'm pretty sure I'd have gone for Wilson.
concrete.
I'm assuming Stu is the person who picked Martin Waghorn.
We need concrete.
Let me go and have a little look.
Can you hear that bird?
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Shut up!
Does it make a difference to the winner?
It says According to BBC, El Ghazi, McGinn, Jack Marriott.
I'd be going with Marriott.
So we've got a tie.
Excellent.
Am I involved in a tie?
Yeah.
You are.
Can we say Wagon instead then?
No.
There'd still be a tie. There'd be a worse tie if it was Wagon.
Oh, right, fair enough.
I'll
let Stu have it since he's not here. Am I allowed to give it to Stu?
I don't think you were given any powers of doing anything.
Does it really? Well, if it's between
Paul,
me and
did
Stu-
you win any money?
No.
Because will you have had to put 0-0 on as your bet?
I honestly don't. I don't
Did we
even know if I
bets?
ended up putting the
I
bet
can't
on.
remember last time I gave you any money for bets. Honestly. I don't think we've been putting on for a while, have we?
you both are tied at 1 point each. Myself and Stu ended with 0 for the week.
Oh, I thought I was tied with Stu. Oh, I'll take the win off then.
We beat it.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say that I didn't win any money because I only got £27 on my betting account.
But what you're saying is that he doesn't get the point because
No, he's a 0-0 with no goal scorers.
So
He's just Arsenal
I had
round.
put on draw 0-0 at 17-2. Aston Villa 3-1 at 18-1 and Derby 2-1 at 11-1.
so there we go.
Sadly, no money won.
James Panas wins the week, and I'd like to say
Brilliant.
I can tell you who wins the season.
Oh, we've still got a couple of results left to go for the
It
season.
says 2 games left, yeah.
A game
Man.
tonight and a game on
2
Saturday.
games left and technically the Nations League finals.
Oh God.
You know, because everyone wants to know about them. Also, a couple of things that have just happened today in football.
Right.
Sarri storms out of Chelsea training.
That was yesterday, wasn't it?
Oh, it's come out today.
I thought I'd already read that. And I've not been on my phone today, despite obviously me being on my phone the whole time.
He threw his cap in the air.
Yeah, because now there's talk apparently that, you know, for some ungodly reason that John Terry might be in the running above John Lampard.
Jack Lampard?
Frank Lampard for that job, which is good news for you because it means he won't come anywhere near your club.
True. And then the other thing that's come out today is Derby prepared as Borough plan to sue.
Why?
Derby County's lawyers are preparing a response after Middlesbrough mounted a legal challenge questioning the validity of Derby's decision to sell Pride Park to the club's owner. Middlesbrough told Derby they were planning to sue on Friday, 3 days before the playoff final at Wembley against Aston Villa. Derby recorded a pre-tax profit of £14.6 million after selling their Pride Park Stadium to owner Mel Morris for $80 million.
Oh, you talked about
before
this last
leasing
week.
it back. Doesn't sound dodgy as fuck anywhere.
So what now? They're saying
It's up there with the record number, the record money that the Etihad Airways paid Man City to the stadium naming.
So are
rights.
you suing on the basis that if they'd have had some points docked for that kind of issue?
Borough are adamant that
why-
Pride Park is not worth the £80 million owner Mel Morris paid for it, and that the sale was solely an attempt to sidestep the EFL's financial rules.
Yeah.
Why are Borough suing them?
Because if they'd have been found guilty, they potentially got points dropped, which meant Borough would have ended up in 6th place.
Basically, I think
In
the
the playoffs rather
idea
than Derby.
that Steve Gibson has is that it's not a level playing field, and he thinks that he's had to operate within the financial fair play boundaries.
Which is right.
Whereas he's saying that Derby, Villa, and I can't remember who the other team was. There were 3 teams, and I can't remember which one the other one was. But he's saying that obviously, so he was saying that we had to sell Ben Gibson, Adama Traore, Patrick Bamford. So we had to sell 3 of our better players, just so we didn't fall foul of the financial fair play rules. Sky Sports News has been told that Derby are bemused by Borough's complaint, saying they cleared the stadium sale with the EFL before the deal was done, and they remain convinced it is within the rules. They also had the stadium independently valued before the sale and are currently investigating whether they can put a roof on Pride Park to make it more commercially viable outside of match days.
When they say they cleared it with the AFL, did they clear it with a brown envelope or?
I don't know what you mean, Andrew.
And when they had it valued by independent company,
Was it someone from Derby that may have valued
Were they like?
Can you please just?
Oh, it's real warm in here. Can you value the club? I've dropped all. It's all over the floor. Can you just pick those 15 up?
I'm sure you'll jump on the Oasis song that you should be singing it.
And all of our spies are hidden away.
No.
Oh no! I'm not singing this one yet.
It's an updated one for you.
So to the tune of "Stop Crying Your Heart Out" by Oasis. 'Cause all of your loans are going away. Just try not to worry. You'll go up someday. We beat you at home. A clean sheet away. Stop crying, Frank Lampard.
It's good, isn't it?
It's amazing.
Apparently they were greeted coming back towards Derby with Forest fans like dropping flags and stuff off like motorway bridges and stuff.
Amazing.
You know, like all the shit. Like I think there was a lot of like they were throwing the Spygate pictures back at them. Yeah.
There's loads of people on Twitter who just put stuff like, Derby way over celebrated after they beat Leeds. It was almost as if that was their final. And they hadn't really sort of thought about the fact that they'd only done half a job. Because, brilliant, they beat Leeds. What division are they playing in next season?
Same one.
Beating Leeds meant absolutely bugger all to that club. So, I mean, it's not. Well, they do get they get what's known as a solidarity payment. So, I don't know what year it was agreed, but the two teams contesting the playoff final agreed that all of the gate receipts for the game go to the losing team.
Because the winners basically just get the windfall.
Because the winner pockets about 180 million or something like that from that one game.
And that's even if they go up and get relegated straight away.
Yeah. So going up to the Premier League and then coming straight back down is worth that much money to teams that it's worth sort of trying to bend the rules and stuff like that. So if you go up and come straight back down, you get 2 seasons worth of parachute payments. Whereas if you go
which in
up,
theory should make going up again, because there's clubs that have like yo-yoed a bit, to benefit from that, and then had a run at it afterwards.
Take Borough as a perfect example. So they went up 2016, came straight back down again. They only got 2 years worth of parachute payments, which have now run out. So going from next season, their budget will be slashed again because they won't have the payments anymore.
But you might have a little payment income from Derby.
I have a little bit of the old skyrocket from Derby County's huge windfall from selling the stadium. So, what can I say?
Anything else this week in football?
The one that I was going to mention was it looks like you finally might have. I say finally. Newcastle being sold.
Yeah.
Not interested in that one.
Apparently, it was quite hilarious because it was part of the same family that's bought Man City.
It's Sheikh Mansour's cousin.
Yeah, so all the Newcastle was like, oh my god, it's finally happening.
We're going to be the best team in the world.
It's finally coming true. We're going to overtake Man City. We're going to be absolutely amazing. And then it came out about like 24 hours later. Yeah, he's absolutely no relation to him whatsoever.
Oh, is he not?
And I don't think he has anywhere near the sort of money that guy's got. And it was just like, oh, it could scarcely be better.
But they're probably going to be. If he might not have the money that Sheikh Mansour's got, but if he's got money to put in, Ashley don't want to put any more money in. He's just been.
I know, but what a fantastic job he's done.
Ashley.
Yeah. He's made that club an absolute laughing stock, and it's just
I
beautiful.
thought you were going to be serious then for a second.
Beautiful to see.
No chance.
I like
Mike,
Newcastle. I have a bit of
doing this. Keep doing the same. What the fuck are you talking about?
I have like a bit of a soft spot for Newcastle.
I swear to mate.
Why?
Do you honestly
Isn't
just
there
say things to get a reaction from me?
No.
So you'll probably like Newcastle. You
Yeah.
will love Leeds.
I don't love Leeds.
Massive
Would love it
Leeds
if
fan.
Liverpool had won the league. So who is this crap?
Liverpool, big fan.
Right,
Man
please tell me.
United, big fan.
Please tell me when we're out on Saturday that it's not just going to be everyone going for Tottenham.
Yes.
Really?
I honestly think everyone that's coming out from our end will be pulling for a Spurs victory.
I know Sam will be as well.
So you're going to be in the minority there.
Because Sam's until this year, Sam's Premier League team is United.
United.
Well, I'll be in the minority. Come next Monday, me and Mr. Russell will be
Okay. Yeah, I can't really think of anything major. Like there's a few.
I mean, the season's
few bits
wrapping
of transfer news. There's about nothing major. Loads of speculation. Still no permanent Borough manager in place.
Well, I was going to bring that up.
As old
TP
given the old
has gone.
I listened to a couple of podcasts and they keep saying that he's been sacked. He hasn't been sacked. His
Has he
contract's
gone?
just not been renewed. He signed an 18-month contract. It ran for 18 months.
It ran out.
And they haven't renewed it. It's not really been sacked, is it? You've just been... Your contract's not been extended.
Well, Gibson's not going to give him another contract if he thinks he's going to have to buy him out of that contract.
No, he's not.
6 months
At the end of the day, he's not giving him another contract because he's seen how many of the fans have voted with their feet and just gone, if you keep him on for another season, I'm not watching another season of that.
Judging by the performance of that team towards the back end of the season, and when your fans are shouting, get him out,
pretty much.
You'd probably be making a bit of a bad move to go, yeah, I'll give him another.
I think the nail was in the coffin when he lost the 6 games on the spin. Yeah. Really, because I mean the fans weren't exactly on side before that anyway. No. But so yeah, we'll wait. And
he nearly got out of jail though, didn't he?
Oh, there is the new Middlesbrough kit
already.
Whew. Give you a little shoot, a little look. See,
is it
still with the Hummel?
Is it red?
It might in fact be red.
I've seen a Forest one, and I don't know if it's like legit or someone's just mocked it up, but it looks like they've gone back to a pinstripe.
Who is this?
Forest. I quite like that. That's a bit. It's got like that kind of like 80s feel to it.
It doesn't. When I saw it at first, I was like, ooh, not sure how I feel about that, but I think it is growing on me.
You've had one in that vein before, haven't you?
Yes, it was very much the 1980s towards the
like your Pallister time.
Early 90s.
Yeah.
There is also, well, I say rumours. It's pictures that have appeared on the internet of the away kit, which I really like.
Yeah, well, you can go a bit crazy with away kits.
I really like that. So Borough have not had a green away kit. I know that's not green, but Borough haven't had a green away kit for 25 years, and if they decided to do one, I would be very much on board with that, as I love the green away kit they had when they got promoted.
So no, just transfer rumours and
just rumours, speculation.
So it is not wanting to date and time this at any point in time, but it is 22 kickoff for Champions League.
Europa League.
You can go at 8.
Yeah.
Does it?
That's what I was told.
I don't know if it was a 9 o'clock jobby.
No, I think so.
8 PM.
Yeah.
Shut my mouth.
So we're going to predict this now.
Absolutely.
It will then be on the big screen. We will then review.
Yeah.
This does not mean viewing again.
I will splice those 2 pieces of audio gold together.
Brilliant.
I will probably use a single frame of hardcore pornography to splice the 2 together.
Brilliant.
Nice. Big. Not seen that for ages.
If you want a prediction.
I'd like a prediction. The teams are starting
Well, it's obviously the Arsenal.
up the... I might even put that.
The Arsenal versus Chelsea.
Chelsea v Arsenal, Europa League, live on YouTube.
Oh! It was on YouTube last year as well.
What the fuck?
And you know, I'm pretty sure BT Sport fund it as well.
Slightly controversial. Teams are in. Starting goal. For
Check.
Arsenal. Petter, check your
They were
hands.
talking about whether he should do it, but he's played the campaign.
Yeah.
I don't like it when they let the keepers play a cup campaign and then suddenly revert back to the first team keeper for the final. It's like a bit of a kick in the teeth, isn't it?
Watford didn't do that. Maybe should have done.
And then there's another game to predict. Are we predicting it now or are we predicting it?
I reckon we should get the predictions in now.
So let's do all the predictions. Your other game
The Champon's leg.
is the Champions League.
Yeah.
The Liverpools. Doesn't really work, does it? Doesn't work as well as the Arsenal. Hey?
Oh, that's disgraceful.
Disgraceful. Live on camera.
Yeah.
Spurs?
The Spurs.
Tottenham.
The Spurs are on the way to Madrid. Tottenham's gonna do it again. You can't stop them. The boys from Tottenham. The boys from White Hart Lane.
You see that thing about how there were some reports that Tottenham are going to be taking Tottenham supporters are going to be taking some flares into the ground
Of course they are.
because that's what they were wearing last time they were in a final.
Ah, hilarious. But they've been in the League Cup final.
European final.
I see. Well, you need to make yourself more clear, don't you, James?
Whatever.
You silly man.
Right.
Fucking your words up.
Chelsea Arsenal.
Tosser.
Now I'd love this to go the distance and be a penner, but I think Arsenal have got this.
Are you just going to do me a correct score?
I think 2-0 to the Arsenal.
2-0 to the Arsenal. 2-0. It just says home versus away, so Arsenal are the designated away side. 2-0 to the Arsenal.
Now, are we allowed to look at the lineups before we do this? Because we don't normally.
Do you want the lineups?
Yeah, I'd like to know if Ramsey's playing. Or is he done now? Is he
He got injured ages
he?
ago.
No, okay.
I can give you the teams.
Go on then.
Chelsea, in goal, the penalty king himself, Kepa Arrizabalaga. The back four, Emerson, Luis, Christensen, Aspilicueta.
Yeah.
I then believe it's a 3 and a 3. Balance of it. Jorginho, your favourite. Oh, he might even be playing a 2-3-1. Jorginho, Kante. So I could say he was only 50-50.
There was debate about whether he was going to get that one, yeah.
And Kovacic. Pedro. Awful player. Hazard. Wonderful player. And Olivier Giroud. Starting up top.
I like Giroud.
I absolutely despise him. Awful striker.
They're going to score against his old team though, right?
More than likely. Right, Arsenal starting 11. Petter, check your pants in goal.
Not going to score against his former team.
Back four. Socrates, Lauren Koscielny, Monreal, Maitland-Niles.
Monreal playing in the middle there, or is it?
That's what it's... Well, I mean, it's just in, but
Yeah.
I mean, it might not even be a back... it might be a back three, to be fair. Torreira, Xhaka.
You'll laugh what?
Seriously?
What?
Xhaka.
Say his name again.
Granit Xhaka.
Granite?
Yeah. Torreira Xhaka's not his name.
Oh, he's going for
Ferreira Xhaka.
Two different people.
Every morning, my day starts with that fucking song.
No, Torreira was a separate player. Torreira, space. Xhaka, space. Kolasinac, Ozil, Lacazette and Aubameyang up top.
I'm sorry, what?
Tough. Strong lineup from the Arsenal.
From the Arsenal.
Oh,
Now,
yeah.
are we going to go against protocol here and not do correct scores? Should we try and boost the odds a little bit by putting in a cheeky scorecast?
Okay, explain.
So you don't just pick the correct score. You pick the correct score and the person to score the first goal.
Okay. 2-0.
2-0
Aubameyang.
to the Arsenal.
2-0.
Aubameyang. First
Aubameyang.
goal scorer. Excellent.
And I will also put down the other scorer to be Xhaka.
You fucking mentalist. So, James's odds for an Aubameyang 2-0
I don't
Arsenal.
think that's going to be too far. It's not going to be too long, is that one?
50-1.
Really? Are people fancying Chelsea? Because 2-0 is not an outrageous score.
I think the heavy favourites have to be Chelsea.
Really? Oh, okay.
Chelsea 6-5. Arsenal 23-10. The draw also 23-10. So Arsenal are
So evens,
a shade over 2-1.
and Chelsea are pretty much evens.
Chelsea are almost even money.
Yeah.
So Chelsea, massive favourites.
Right.
Andrew, your score, please.
Well, obviously, I think we know what's going to happen here.
2-1. But which way?
We're breaking out the classic, but unlike James,
He's gone 2-1 Chelsea.
going the other way. Can't name you any scorers, unfortunately.
Well, I'll give you. I'll give you the strikers for both teams. So Aubameyang and Lacazette
For the Arsenal.
for the Arsenal,
Right. Well, I'll go.
or he's going for Chelsea to win 2-1, having gone a goal down.
Well, no, I don't think he was trying to
Oh,
say that. He's
sorry.
just wanting you to name your first scorer. He's doing it for his just.
And then up top for Chelsea, you've arguably got Pedro, Hazard, and Giroud.
I mean, favourite money's got to be on Hazard. Hasn't
You'd
it?
imagine so.
Right. So put me down for 2-1. Hazard to score first. Can I just have that last name again? Giroud.
Giroud.
Former team as well.
Oh,
True.
nailed on. Okay.
So Eden Hazard and 2-1 Chelsea,
Short.
25-1.
That feels good to me.
I am going to have a little slice of. Can't even find him. Alexandre Lacazette to score first. Game to finish 2-2 after 90 minutes.
I was just about to say, don't be doing nothing silly. And then he goes and does.
I'm with James on this one. I think this one could go the distance.
I hope it will.
And then I'll get into my stuff later on. So, Aubameyang and Arsenal 2-0, 50-1. Hazard and Chelsea 2-1, 25-1.
And you're somewhere in the middle like that?
Lacazette and 2-2, 66-1. We're still using up the winnings that Andrew had earlier in the season. So
Thanks,
the bets
Andrew.
are in. I thought that was the idea, personally, just to keep the pot rolling over. Yep, so if all those come in, which is physically impossible, obviously the maximum we'll win is £66. The least we'll win is £25.
I need the rest of your goal scorers.
I will Aubameyang to get the other one for Arsenal.
With all the bases there with them two, aren't you, really?
Yeah. Even though he's terrible, I'll go Pedro for Chelsea. And just to piss this guy off, Jorginho.
Right. Can we have a side bet of who will score right the next goal in any competition between Xhaka and Jorginho? This could be running into next season's podcast. Jorginho, come on.
If he
Kante's getting more goals than Jorginho. I'm
if
telling you.
Jorginho rattles one in from 50 yards or
I will
whatever,
have it on my face.
you have to get your cock out on the podcast.
No, I'm not doing that.
I saw.
Are you going to get yours if Xhaka scores?
No, because he does
He does ping him. I know, that's why I went for him.
I saw a clip of some stand-up yesterday, and the worst thing is I can't remember who he said it was. Like so and so asked me to be here this evening, and I told him to suck my dick, and now I'm here. I was like, yeah, that'll do it. Right, James's favourite team.
I need to finish off a prediction.
What prediction?
You do not.
Oh, you mean because he's going to tell you what
you've got
happens
to go for extra time.
after the 2-2. But that is where the
That's where the scores stop.
Yeah.
So, Arsenal to win it 3-2 in extra time. That's not another 5 goals. I'm not saying that. Arsenal to win it in extra time with Ozil scoring a goal. He had that bad a season that I reckon it's got to be like. This is what either kicks him back into gear, and he starts being the sort of the world beater that he was.
Is he done now, basically, at Arsenal?
More than likely.
And it seems like Hazard's off. It seems like nailed on now because even he's saying
Everyone's saying,
I can sign off with
winning the Europa League would be a great way to go. They don't need to win though because they're back in the Champions League next season. Whereas Arsenal really need to win.
See, this is where I go with Les was talking about this earlier week, and he said it again today. Like, that's kind of why I'd like Arsenal to win. I'd like to have that coverage of the 5 back in the Champions League.
Yeah. So again, Tottenham vs Liverpool live on YouTube. They're making it as if you don't need a BT Sports subscription for that.
It was the same last year.
Weird. Right, James, prediction.
But nobody makes any money out of that, surely.
I think it's part of the deal that BT. It's like classed as, it's not quite in that. What's that golden?
So BT, when they signed the package, when they signed the contract for the package, it was something like they have to make
the finals.
so many of the games available to free to air. I think it's just the finals,
because I think even when the Champions League was on Sky when they first took off from ITV and it was split, and then it became solely Sky for a little bit. I think they had to at least even make it available on.
Is it because BT Sport's probably the lowest of the subscribed to packages?
Probably, but if you think about it,
there's certain sporting events that are deemed have to be free to view. It's like even if they put Wimbledon onto Sky, the final would need to be on free to view.
I can't see BBC losing Wimbledon at any point because it's just.
But like you say, the World Cup, because there was talk about the next World Cup could be on Sky. Subscription TV.
Yeah.
There's certain sporting events that are like protected and have to be free to everyone to see. Okay. And this will be one of them, I would imagine.
Should I have first dibs at this one? Seems though James had the first dibs.
James's favourite team versus Spurs.
It's not my favourite team.
You go on about them quite a lot.
What, more so than Leeds? Leeds.
Wow. So Liverpool to win the game, 10-11. Spurs 3-1. Massive underdogs. Sit me down for a Spurs 2-1 win.
This is so you're going for a North London capturing. It's going to be the centre of all
North
football.
London powerhouses.
Yeah.
Son, Kane.
Do you think he's actually going to play?
Firmino. Oh no! Don't write Firmino.
Who plays for who? Obviously,
so
Kane.
Son and Kane both play for the Spurs.
Tottenham.
And I'm going to go with Mane to keep up his record of scoring in all the Champions League finals he's appeared in, which is one so far.
Okay.
Do you see that thing that was on their Instagram the other day where it was a picture of Messi? I think it was Messi, and which is it? Scott Brown who plays for Celtic.
Yeah.
And it was like cups won in their career. Scott Brown 16, Messi 14, and it was like Messi wishing he'd won more of the, and then whatever sponsors the Scottish Cup.
Hilarious.
Obviously, you're backing your favourite team. 2-0, yeah.
No, I'm going to go a bit outrageous. I think this could be like a 3-2er. I think it could be a. They both put a.
His face.
They both put a lot of goals away. Get into it.
Yeah. I'm gonna just. I need to do my actual
3-2.
Are we going with the first scorer on these? I'll come back to that. 3-2 to Liverpool, clearly. Yeah. I think for Liverpool, you've got Mane.
Money.
Yeah.
Money.
I think. I think there's likelihood that Salah's going to score, and I will go for, to continue on from his semi-final exploits, Wijnaldum.
I honestly thought we were going to go for Divock Origi there.
No, I think it's well done, Divock. You got us to the final. You can just watch.
Nah, it'll be the same way that Macaroni for us, because obviously Macaroni was the guy who scored the last minute goals to get Borough.
Do you think there's any way that they start with Origi?
No.
But he'll give him a
go. Macaroni got the second half against Sevilla. I imagine Origi will play. Origi will play some part in the game.
It depends whether it's we're safe, it doesn't matter, we'll give you a run out, or we've got to throw you on as an additional striker to like push for a game.
That'll be the case. If it's a case of they're chasing the game with 10 minutes to go or whatever, it'll be, right, Jordan, we don't need you anymore. You come off, lad. Divock, you go on, and we'll just have 4 up top.
What I'm interested to see is if the bench looks the same as in the semi-final, you've just got like Woodburn and Brewster there, just in case we really... And obviously, Sturridge could potentially win
Sign
the
off
Champions League with a
off.
second club.
Was he at Chelsea with them?
He was on the bench for that game. Yeah.
Jesus Christ, was he?
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
I was looking back at that team the other day. Actually.
It's a good thing I've got that as a quiz question, isn't it? You fucking slag.
So there's me three. For Tottenham, Eriksen
Oh, I like that.
and Son. I don't think Kane's going to play. I don't think he should play.
He has to play.
I know he's declared himself fit.
He's the talisman.
I don't really have much time
Talisman
for Kane.
tattoos.
I don't like the fact
Right,
that
so your score was 3-2
he's,
Liverpool.
He's in the England team and they've binned off other players because they've not played for ages, but they've played more recently than Kane.
So you got 3-2 Liverpool, and who was your first goal scorer?
My first goalie scorer, Mane.
Mane!
I think Mane gets an early goal.
Interesting. Andrew?
Can you just give me some midfielders who play for Spurs?
Eriksen. Sissoko.
Ooh.
Oh, probably don't be excited by that. He scored one amazing goal for France once, didn't he? And basically just been trading on that for the rest of his career.
Basically, he had that good Euro 2016 for France where he was basically just up and down the wing all the time.
I just remember him running through a defence and scoring a goal. Everyone was like, definitely worth 30 million now.
Who is this man?
And Mike Ashley's like,
Where are lads?
Dyer.
I think he's injured.
Oh, is he?
Winks.
No, Wink.
I
know Winks got removed from the England squad because he's not played a game, but is he still in the Tottenham squad?
think he's still fit for the Spurs team.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to think who they'd play. Will they know? Oh, Dele Alli.
He's a good shout.
And then you've got the guy who scored the hat-trick was Lucas Moura.
Again, do you think...
Kane and Son.
So I don't think you can drop Son.
Llorente.
Because he is
He's been their best player.
He's the
all
best
season.
player, yeah. But, see, a bit
You have to play Moura.
That's what I was saying. Do you play Moura or do you go, sorry, again, Lucas, much like Origi, you got us to the final, but Harry needs to come and...
How fucking harsh would that
Or, the best thing would be, Harry Kane doesn't get on the field but becomes the full kick wanker at the end of the game.
John Terry's it? Oh my god.
But obviously he'll be in his kick, he's going to be in the squad.
Amazing.
Yeah. So there's your midfielders.
Okay.
Do your
So
score
what
first.
did you go with your, what's your prediction then?
I went 2-0 to Spurs.
Ooh! And your first goal scorer?
Wanyama.
That is insane.
He's a bit defensive, is Victor. Do you want to
the insanity is reflected by the price. So, Victor Wanyama to score
he's managed
first.
to top your Jorginho and my Xhaka.
Victor Wanyama to score first, and Spurs to triumph 2-0. Will net
This is
Andrew
insane.
a whopping 350 to 1. However, my Son to score first and Tottenham to win 2-1 is 55 to 1. And James's Sadio Mane to score
Mine
first.
will be long because of the 3-2.
And Liverpool to win 3-2 is only 85 to 1.
Because I would imagine if you were to look at just purely outside of...
Victor Wanyama, you absolute legend.
Presumably if you were to look outside of any results and just bet solely on goal scorer, I bet Mane's probably topping.
You will hear these words. And nobody thought we'd be seeing this in this game.
To be
I was
fair,
sitting there like that.
hey, it's just dawned on me. Who did Wanyama score that absolute cracker against?
Well, you're probably going to say
Liverpool. When he absolutely mashed it, and he was
to repeat his performance.
he was doing his post-match interview, and it was like, "So, Victor, have you ever hit a shot as sweet as that before?" He was like, "Oh, I've always been able to hit a ball really fast
Because he's got
because I've got a massive fat ass."
So, predictions are in. Time check.
It is about to start.
Yeah, but there's no rush. It's just
What's the first goal?
Yeah.
Normally, what we would be doing is the quiz, which, if I'm honest, I think we probably should save till
Can if you want.
second.
Excellent. So are we wrapping things up?
And that would be it, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
That
So,
would be it.
we can do a review And a quiz.
Yeah.
Do you want us to finish in like a certain post so we can start at the next one? Does it make it easier to do the splicing together?
No, it'd be really easy because the videos will stop and then I'll just put the next video on.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So the next one should start with Paul in a cowboy hat, chaps.
Assless chaps.
You in a gimp mask and a dog lead. And then people just be like, tune in halfway, be like, whoa!
No,
if you've got those
that's
items...
a standard Thursday night, isn't it?
Yeah.
I know it's only Wednesday, but...
That's why we don't record on a Thursday. Plot thickens. So that's that.
Yeah.
So,
thank you for joining us for part one.
See you in a little bit.
Part one is done.
Part deux.
Yeah.
Hot Shots Part deux coming soon.
Part deux will come
immediately
for you.
After.
In Bill, as Bill Burr would say, for you, mere seconds. For us,
the magic of the internet.
Au revoir.
Bye bye.
Oh, we just go with let's play Ghost Recon.
Have I done it right?
Did you press it twice?
Yeah.
You have done it right, James.
Brilliant.
Look.
I mean, you could actually just upload it as part 1 and part 2. To be fair, if you wanted.
Yeah.
So there you go. Part 1 done. Literally, the next part will be straight after this. So download that to see if you what you think to the review. Obviously, the game's happened now, so see what we thought to the game. And yeah, check out all the good stuff that follows in that, including the quiz and some other few, bits and bobs. So yeah, check us out on all the audio paths of getting podcasts, and jump over to YouTube if you want to watch. So check out part 2.